Hey guys, my name's Karina and this is my friend Michelle, and we're going to talk to you today about macronutrients. So like we talked about in the first lesson, what does food do for us? What does it give us during our day?
Energy.
Yeah, energy. Food is super important because we want to have a lot of energy during our day to get us through class, to get us through recess, any sports we like to play, any sorts of things like that. So a big part of our energy comes from this thing called macronutrients. Does anyone want to take a guess as to what macro means?
Big.
Yeah, big. Really big. And what about nutrients?
Lots of nutrients.
Yeah, nutrients from food, like vitamins and minerals, like we talked about in our first lesson. So these are really big nutrients that we're going to get in big amounts that are going to fuel us and give us energy throughout our day. So there's three categories. Does anyone want to guess what they are?
Carbs.
Yeah, carbs. What else?
Fats.
Fats.
Protein.
And protein. Perfect. So these are our three categories of macronutrients. So let's start with carbs. What do we think carbs do for us?
Give us energy.
Yeah, they give us energy. A huge thing about carbs is that they give us energy to our brain, so they allow us to function during the day, allow us to get through any spelling tests you have, any schoolwork you have to do, any after-school activities that you have. It really allows us to have a lot of energy during the day, so they're super important. What are some everyday kinds of carbs?
Whole wheat.
Yeah, whole wheat products. Like, what are some food sources that have whole wheat in? Or that are whole
Breads.
wheat? Yeah, bread. Whole wheat bread.
Pasta.
Yeah, pasta. What about a breakfast food?
Cereal.
Yeah, cereal. Maybe some oatmeal too. These are some good everyday carbs that we want to have that are whole wheat. Another important source of carbs are fruit and vegetables. So let's name some fruit and vegetables that would be good to have every day for a carb source.
Apples.
Yeah, apples.
Bananas.
Bananas.
Broccoli.
Yeah, broccoli. Let's name one more vegetable.
Carrots.
Yeah, carrots. Carrots are great. Awesome. So any whole wheat products, fruits, vegetables, these are some awesome everyday carbohydrates that we want to have in our everyday diets. What are some sometimes carbs that we only have, we want to have every once in a while?
White bread.
Yeah, white bread. Maybe some tasty treats.
Cake.
Yeah, cake.
Cookies.
Cookies. What is another favorite, maybe dessert that everyone likes
Ice
to have?
cream.
Yeah, ice cream. Yeah. So these are some carbs that do give us energy, but they're not the best source of fuel for us, and they're not an everyday carb that we want to have. Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about fats. What are some sources of fats?
Cheese.
Okay, cheese might have a little fat in it, but we're going to consider that a dairy product, so we'll talk about those later.
Olive oil.
Okay, olive oil. Yeah, olive oil is a good everyday fat.
Nuts.
Yeah, nuts.
Avocado.
Avocado. Avocado's great.
Sunflower seeds.
Yeah, seeds. Any kind of seeds. Sunflower seeds. Awesome. Those are some awesome everyday fats. What about some sometimes fats?
Butter.
Yeah, butter. Butter's a good one. We like to butter a lot of things, right? Maybe we want to do it only sometimes now. What else?
Grease.
Okay, grease. Grease will come with some foods. Where do we see a lot of grease?
Processed food.
Yeah, processed foods.
And my burger.
Yeah, from your burger. Maybe like bacon, Bacon kind of has a lot of grease.
What about mayonnaise? Does mayonnaise have fat?
Yeah, mayonnaise does have some fat in it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So these are some everyday and sometimes fats we want to have. Why do we want fats? Fats, there are bad fats, or not so good fats, unhealthy fats. But there's also good fats, and they do good stuff for our bodies. What good things do they do for our bodies?
Keep us full.
Yeah, they keep us full.
Heat.
Yeah, heat. They help us regulate our body temperature. So when it's really cold outside, they help us stay warm.
Protection.
Yeah, protection. So has anybody ever broken a bone before? Maybe fallen?
I did. I
Yeah.
broke my arm.
Yeah, falling down the stairs, maybe you're doing something, whatever activities you're doing, and you've injured yourself, that fat helps cushion your body and protect yourself. Awesome. So even though sometimes we think of fats not to be the greatest things, they actually do a lot of good and healthy things for our body. So we do need to consume those in our everyday diet. Okay, let's talk about protein. Why is protein important?
Keeps us strong.
Yeah, it keeps us strong.
Builds muscles.
Build muscles. Awesome. What else? Protein's super important because it helps us grow. So who wants to grow taller?
Oh, I do,
Me?
I do.
Me too. I would love to be taller. So protein's going to help us grow. So those are big reasons why protein's important. What are some good everyday sources of protein?
Chicken.
Yeah, chicken. Chicken is a lean meat, right? Any lean meats?
What about salmon?
Yeah, salmon. The cool thing about salmon is it does have some fat in it too. So you're going to get fat and protein from your fishes. Awesome. What else?
Turkey.
Yeah, turkey.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter is great. Peanut butter is one of those non-meat sources that is a good source of protein.
What about beans?
Yeah. Yeah, beans, lentils, anything like that is going to be a great source of protein. Okay.
Nuts.
What's up?
Nuts.
Yeah, nuts. Awesome. And that's another thing, kind of like salmon, nuts are also going to be a source of fat as well. So that's the cool thing about some foods is that you can get 2, maybe 3 in 1. Awesome. So what are some sometimes proteins?
Steak.
Yeah, steak, any sort of red meat, right?
What about bacon?
Yeah, bacon, because like we talked about earlier, it has a lot of what?
Fat.
Sometimes fat.
Yeah, sometimes fat, a lot of grease coming off of it, and a lot of salt. It's very processed.
Ham.
Yeah, ham. Kind of the same concept with bacon. What about, any other guesses? No? Awesome. Okay, so those are some good, sometimes protein sources that we only want to have every so often. So just talking about a portion of our plates, we want to have carbs, proteins, and fats on our plates every day at every meal. So how much of our plate do we think carbs takes up?
Half.
A lot.
Okay, about half. Yeah, maybe a little over a half. So we can kind of, it kind of looks like this on a plate, right? Takes up a big amount of our plate. What about fats?
Just a little bit.
Okay, yeah, it's not so much, but it's going to be a good portion. It's about 1/4 of our plate. Cool. Okay, so what about protein?
Oh, we want it to be a lot. We eat a lot of meat.
Yeah, okay. Protein's also going to be kind of like about 1/4. So not as much as carbs, but you still want a good amount of protein on your plate too. So why do y'all think these little stickies I put up kind of overlap?
Because everyone's unique.
Yeah, everyone's different. Everyone, maybe you're a girl, maybe you're a boy, maybe you're taller or shorter. So everyone is different and needs a different kind of amount in their diet. So that's why some of them kind of overlap. It's not going to be exactly the same for every person. So that's super important to understand is that you're different and that you need
Various amount of carbs, protein, and fats.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions about what we learned today?
We're going to do a little activity with these pictures. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you these pictures and we're going to ask you whether you think it's a carb, protein, or fat. So the first picture is this. What is this?
Fat. Olive oil.
Exactly, olive oil. So kind of what, was it every day or sometimes?
Every day.
Every day, exactly. How about this? It's a pancake.
Carbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
carbs. So there are tons of carbs in a pancake. So would it be every day or sometimes?
Sometimes.
Exactly. So how about this right here?
Tortillas.
Mm-hmm.
What kind are they?
Let's say they're whole wheat.
Cool.
Carbs. Exactly. Every day or sometimes?
Every day.
Exactly. Because they're, whole wheat. And we want more whole wheat. So how about apples?
Carbs.
Carbs as well. And every day or sometimes?
Every day.
Exactly. So as you can see, a lot of our foods are carbs. It's about 45 to 65% of our diet, as you can see in here. So other foods that would be considered, a protein would be like your chicken, salmon, all those fish, meats, things like that. but also your beans and nuts. So do you guys have any questions about any carbs, fats, or proteins?
All right, thanks guys.